Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chantel if it's your first time here. So today I want to talk about femininity. Being comfortable being feminine, being comfortable relaxing in your femininity. So I've come to a conclusion. That these days some women are just not proud to be feminine. They're just not comfortable being, relaxing in their femininity. So when I was younger, I was like a girly girl. Disney princesses, Barbie, you name it, just girly girl. I still like playing sports, but overall I was a girly girl, right? And I just couldn't wait to grow up, be that woman in her heels, going to work with her briefcase, and then when the time would come, get married to my husband and have my children and, take care of the home, la 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 la. I was ready to be that traditional, that traditional feminine woman. But then as I was getting older and I saw how, relationships in my family was panning out and just kind of like, just observing the world around me, I was like, no way am I gonna let a man control me. I'm not gonna let a man, I have to earn a certain amount. I can't, basically, long story basically I kind of was just like, I'm not, being that feminine woman means that I'm weak. Being that traditional feminine woman means that I felt like I couldn't do both. I felt like I can't, if I'm going to be this feminine woman, a man's going to control me. He's going to be in charge. And, I wasn't comfortable with that because I saw how women around me would do that and how it wasn't working out for them. The key to that was the men that they were choosing, so that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, so kind of like, so as I was growing up, I was like, I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, like, because gotta be this tough woman kind of thing. And I was like that for quite a while, like, do you know what I mean, like, against, submit, like, get the hell out of here, submit to who, like, do you know what I mean? And as I've gotten older I realised, like, no, that's not who God created me to be. No, I'm just that woman. I'm just meant to be that traditional woman. Not saying I'm not gonna work. I work now and I probably will still work, but knowing the kind of life that I want, knowing the kind of role I want to play in my children's life, I know if I'm able to, if the man I marry is able to cover us financially, I'm okay to step back and be that woman in the home, and and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like today people think there's something wrong with that. I feel like today people, are not comfortable or not proud to say, like, yeah, like, cool, I work now, but I can't wait, to when I get married, if I'm able to stop working and take care of my kids and just be at home and work on my projects, or like do, kind of like be self-employed. And I just feel like people aren't comfortable to say that anymore. Everyone wants to be this career woman and be this, and that's okay. Not everybody wants to get married, not everybody wants to have children, so that's okay. If you don't want those things, it is okay to not want that, and to, kind of like what your ambitions are and what drives you, is that career, is that business, or or whatever. But the people I'm talking to is the people who do want to be that woman, who do want to be that wife and that mother. It's okay to want that. It's okay to go out and let him pay. I feel like, we're doing this thing where, I'll stop doing this now, where we want to pay, we're like, oh no, let me pay. Just like, do you know what, if he wants to pay, let him pay. Let him play that role. Let him do that. It's like we're competing with the men, and I don't want to compete with men anymore. I don't. Let me just be that woman. Let me just be the woman God created me to be. Thank you. Hiya. So yeah, like, I can't, like, if we kind of like go into the Bible, I remember back in the day everyone used to be like, oh, that Proverbs 31 woman. When you really read that Proverbs 31 woman, Lords, hi, that's not easy. That is not easy to be that woman. she said wake up early in the morning and sail to go and get fresh food, like that fresh produce, that to be that nurturer, to be that homemaker, that lover. That's not easy. If you do that now, if you are that woman who takes care of your home, your husband, your children, that is not an easy job. It takes strength to be that kind of woman, and I applaud all those people doing that out there, and I pray that God gives me the strength when that time comes, if I'm able to. Because another thing is, you're not always able to do that. You may want to do that, but if the salary isn't where it needs to be and I can't step back, then hi, you have the kids after maternity leave, you get back to work and you work. So it's not that, oh, as women we can't work or we shouldn't work. No, we should work. Still go make your money, go still get that coin higher. But if you know the vision you have for your life is to eventually be that kind of woman, it is okay. Be proud of that. Be comfortable with that. Because overall, that is actually who God created women to be. Nurturers, lovers, homemakers. He instilled that in our DNA. It is in us to be that kind of woman. That's who we are naturally. But over the course of time, the world has molded us to be something else, which again, there's nothing wrong with that, because that's the world we live in, and we have to adapt. Yeah, we have to adapt to the world we live in, so there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are able to, in your natural self, and want to be that woman, there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I felt like I had a bit of a rant, but I wasn't really ranting. I was just encouraging women who again want to be that woman. It's okay. I want to be that woman, and I pray I get to be that woman, and when the time comes, I'm going to be comfortable and ready to sacrifice possibly the job I'm doing at the time, or sacrifice other things to be able to step back and play that role again, if I can. And again, depending on the man. My friend always says, marry someone who is reasonable, because if you don't want to be that woman and the man wants you to be that woman, you have got something to think about. You've got to make that decision for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to resent him later. So marry somebody reasonable, who both of you have the same vision and are on the same track, and who yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, I was there. I was once dreaming to be that woman, and then thought I couldn't be that woman, and I didn't want to be that woman because I deemed her as weak. I deemed her as not being like, I remember a time at work when I was working in retail, and a girl was like, oh, you know, like when I have kids, I'm like not gonna work. I was just thinking, not gonna work, like when is that an option? Not gonna work. So you're just not gonna work. So what are you gonna do? Like, you know, I just thought, like, what are you gonna do to be like, just be at home? Like, that doesn't really make sense. But again, growing up, I realized that no, like, why do we look down on that? Why did I have that reaction? That's beautiful. If you can do that, that is a beautiful thing. That takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of work. It's not easy. And you know, people who are doing both, because there are people doing both. There's people who are still playing that role in the home and still having to work because they have to work, and somehow they're making it work. I do not know how they are doing it. That is Jesus's strength. I do not know how they're doing that, but again, I applaud them, because it's not easy. It's not easy to be that woman, and I just think we have played that woman down. We look down on that woman, when really and truly we should be lifting those kind of women up. We should be applauding them. And if we can and want to, once again, I keep reiterating that because I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying if you don't want to be that woman, it's not okay. I'm simply just speaking to women who want to be that I don't want to call it a housewife, but that homemaker, that nurturer, you know, that person who really wants to play that traditional role of a woman. It's okay. Like, it's really okay. I'm just seeing, you know, the way women move these days and are not wanting to be that. And I feel like it's some people truly, they truly don't want to do it. And again, that's fine. But the women who don't want that, who don't want to, you know, the career the career, be it, you know, having to put your children in early daycare because you got to get to work, like, because you just feel like, how can I not work? Listen, you actually, you don't need to do it. Again, if what your husband does or your partner does can cover you guys financially, then babe, take a step back and do what you got to do for your family. But yeah, I just feel like we need to stop looking down on that. There's nothing wrong with that you know, that femininity that God created in us to be. There's nothing wrong with that, and I think we really need to stop looking down on those women. So yeah, that was really it today, to be honest. Just encouraging the girls out there, the women out there. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. There's nothing wrong with being that. So yeah. So yeah, if you like that video, like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, catch me here next time. I hope you come back. And you know, if you have any topics that you would like me to talk about, let me know. Might make the list. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.